This one gets 3 bananas out of 5 according to the No More Stinky Monkeys website. I like horror movies when I watch them, most of the time, but it's never my first thought to see one. It always has to be someone else's idea. The last non-zombie horror movie I wanted to see, and coaxed others to see with me, might be Silence of the Lambs, and that was 18 years ago. But Stephen King writes a column in Entertainment Weekly about pop culture, and always does his best of lists at the end of the year. I'm much more likely to agree with something Stephen King writes than your average critic, because King has the same thought in mind as I do, entertainment. I don't get paid to watch movies, I get paid to deliver mail. When I have time off, I want to enjoy myself. Now that doesn't mean I can't enjoy a well-written drama, of course I can. But my favorite movies of all time have always been highly entertaining, and that's what Uncle Stevie goes for too. So his list of the top 10 movies is one I always rip out and keep for future reference. And one of his top 10s this year was The Ruins. Based on a book by Scott B. Smith, this is one gross theme park ride. 2 young couples on vacation in Mexico get talked into accompanying a German visitor on an excursion to see an ancient Mayan ruin. This one is not on the tourist maps, but the German, named Matthias, knows it is real because his brother went there some time back, and Matthias wants to find him. 3 young Greek guys are also supposed to come, but 2 pass out drunk on the beach, and their buddy leaves them a map to follow them later. Now, anyone who has ever seen a Hostel movie or any other torture porn film knows 2 things. 1, you don't go off with strangers to strange places, and 2, you shouldn't really ever visit foreign countries. And if you can't get any bars on your cell phone, run and don't look back, because you'll soon be as dead as your phone. But horror films are filled with characters who have apparently never watched horror movies, and girls will always get undressed at the worst possible times. So here we have 4 college-age kids, a German and a Greek, heading for a Mayan ruin only about 12 miles from the last bus stop, and the local taxi driver doesn't even want to take them. "No, senora, please go to tourist site." Yet another rule from the horror film guide: if the local guys are scared of it, you should be too. But they give him $20 and he takes them within walking distance of the site anyway. There are no real stars in this movie. Shawn Ashmore plays Jimmy Olsen on TV's Superman show, Smallville. He's good as the tougher guy named Eric, and independent film buffs will surely recognize Gina Malone from Saved, and especially Donnie Darko. Here she plays the annoying girl who causes just enough trouble that you wish she would die quickly. But she does just enough smart things later to make you happy she doesn't. But among the dumb things she does do early is get drunk on tequila the night before she has to hike in the woods, and then she wears flip-flops when boots would seem to be mandatory. When people in horror movies die, it's usually saving the stupid girl who got drunk and wore flip-flops. Once the 6 travelers get to the Mayan site, you know it's the real deal. Like Mel Gibson's Apocalypto, with vegetation growing everywhere. Some locals appear on horseback screaming and waving guns and bows and arrows, and since some of the tourists speak Spanish, you think they are safe. But no one speaks Mayan, so they're in big trouble. And then the fun starts. I didn't love this movie like Stephen King did, because I can't really get into characters who make such big dumb moves. Oh, I can definitely see people in real life doing stuff like this, but it's hard to feel sorry for people who jeopardize themselves and their friends for kicks. Like when one guy admits he has no cell phone signal, the rest all go crazy on him, because he joked that he had one before they got into the mess. So now you want to hate that guy because his stupidity is going to maybe get everyone killed. If I start hating too many of the supposed good guys, I'm not going to enjoy the movie that much. Still, this one had a crazy plot twist that you totally buy. Feliz Ano Nueva from the Predator.